Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Oh my goodness. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just waiting on some people to get up in here so I got somebody to tell what my thoughts are right now, what I'm looking at and everything. I'll break it down for y'all in a minute. In a minute. I'm looking at, what's up, everybody? Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. I don't have it too loud on purpose because, you know, it's still music. All right, all right. Can y'all hear that? Hit the thumbs up if you can hear that. If you can hear that music in the background. And of course, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Hold tight. I'm gonna tell you. So, the legendary, ever more and more famous ISO Speed, the young man, fresh off of WWE, which is, you know, that was just what he did there was so amazing. I said, okay, it's official. He's really got to come back anytime he wants. Wrestling ticket, but basically, he's got a new series he's doing after he had just covered so many countries in Africa. He's now going to do a 14 country tour of the Caribbean. I'm like, wow. Talking about what dreams are made of. I'm at this point, I truly can see not only the potential I always knew Speed had, but what his real vision is, even being as young as he is. You know, at just 21, he is literally becoming a spokesperson without making it blatant, but it's obvious if you're paying attention. You know, he could travel anywhere in the world, anywhere, with the money he's making and the fame he has. But he chose to go, as far as his longest to date, because he's been other places, but his longest to date tour in Africa, and now the Caribbean. What does that say? That says he's giving homage to Africa and the African diaspora. He is not running from his heritage. He is embracing it in a fun, universal, everybody can watch me way. And that is so smart. That is so smart. Now, I've done other videos. That right now, his first video is out. You can watch that, of course. It's here on YouTube. And he's in Trinidad. He's going to be covering Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to all the Trinis. Trini to the bone. And no, I'm not Trinidadian. No, I'm not of any direct, well, that I'm aware of. Let me say it like that. Any that I'm aware of Caribbean roots. I always say that because you never know. The story be so deep. And most of us don't have the full story. I don't care who you are. But this is awesome. And in his typical way, you know, it's speed. He's acting like he don't know, and I mean, I get it when you don't know, but you know, just everything's so new. What is that? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Oh, what the, you know, and some of that bothers me, but it don't matter because what I'm realizing is, and I always knew, he's got a different audience. His audience is so young. And they really, and most of them are younger than him. He's 21. A lot of his audience is either his age, teenagers, to little kids. So, I get it. I get it. I see what he's doing. And again, it's brilliant because it's like, it doesn't matter that he might know a little bit already about some of the things he's covering. Keywords, some, because I know he don't know everything. Some of the stuff, it's obvious he really, you know, this is completely new. What is this? What are you doing? But, you know, the whole hyperactive speed concept, can't stay still from one thing to another, jumping from person to person. That's how kids are. Kids don't want to take no time to just hit me real fast with it. Let me think I know everything about it and keep it moving. It is the ultimate formula. He's killing it. He's killing it. It's brilliant. I can see the whole thing now. And like I say, in a fun way, he's making people respect black folks and black culture all over the world. He's making people acknowledge the contributions of black folk and black culture in the diaspora all over the world. He just did a tour with a steel pan group. They showed him in seconds how to make a drum, or how they make the drums, how to play the drums, and then he's dancing and performing with them. Brilliant. Brilliant. With the attention span of folks nowadays, they're just hopping around. They can't stay still. They don't want to stay in nothing too long. You know, like y'all on here. You know, y'all come in the live. I can count the seconds of how long somebody might stay. Okay, they just came back. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. You got about 10 seconds, maybe 30. And then they on to the next thing. They can't stay still. They can't focus on nothing. But while that frustrates us elders, you know, all us older folks, I ain't gonna say elder, I ain't that old. Us older folks, it's amusing because I can see the pattern. I see what he's doing. And like I say, it's brilliant. It's brilliant for his audience. And what I'm coming to realize, because there's a lot of stuff he's doing I want to do. I want to travel like that. I want to take a 14-country tour of the Caribbean. Are you kidding me? Hell yes. Let's go. Right? But that's a lot of money. And you got to have that kind of budget that he's got to do it like that. This is phenomenal. Like everywhere he goes, it looks like a parade where he's at right now. Amazing. Now, to speak of how I would want to do it, I don't want that type of fame. I want the kind where, yeah, you know, I go in some places, some people might know me, some people might not, most people might not, it's fine. You know, you can eat without having to sign too many autographs. You can do whatever you gotta do without having to, deal with everybody. But I wouldn't mind, talking to people and all that good stuff. But he cannot move without his security. If you just joined, I'm talking about Speed. National Speed is now doing a 14 country tour, starting with right now his first episode in Trinidad and Tobago. This is crazy. I saw him one time. I think was it last year? I think it was last year in Atlanta when he came through for Dragon Con. And him and his entourage were crossing the street. Literally, I was going this way, he was going that way, and I said, "What's all these people?" And I saw the cameras and stuff, and now I saw his head. I said, "Speed," whatever. I did a little quick short of it. You just put in ONYXCON, Spotted Speed, or something like that. You'll see it. But just as usual, I mean, he wasn't getting the kind of traction of being in other countries, but there was obviously people following, of course, but not like this. This is amazing. This is amazing. When he goes into other countries, it's incredible. What we doing on the radio? Incredible. Hey, I'm trying to turn up. Now he just went down the street. Of course, everything's on an itinerary. I always say for anybody who might not understand, he literally has all of this planned out. You are not just going in and out of buildings randomly. Then literally just come off the street and walked into a radio station and jumped on the mic. But again, this is the formula. This is why it works. It looks fun. Like, man, I can do all of this stuff in a day. It works. Oh, they got the Caribbean, they got the straight up carnival music going. Oh man, that's what I'm looking forward to. Carnival Atlanta. It was off the chain last year, and we definitely plan to go back, y'all. That weekend, MomoCon, all of that. Oh yeah, Pondy Road, Pondy Road. Pondy Road with the massive. We're gonna be out there for sure. Wondering what I'm doing? Okay, I'm prepping my tacos. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to see the tacos? Let me get 6 likes up in here. We 2 away. I know there's been 2 new people up in this live since I got the 4. Gotta be. Should we have a party? Show you these now before I cover them up with lettuce. Ooh. They done set off smoke machines in the radio station. I love Trinidad. I ain't been, but everybody I ever met from Trinidad, always cool. Shout out to Trini. Shout out to my lady friends from Trini. Especially one in particular. She would know who she is if she saw this. For real though. For real though. Woo! He in it now, y'all. He in it. You know he back on the street when you hear all them people screaming. Woo-hoo. Taco time, y'all. Taco time, y'all. Taco time, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here we go. 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 Mm-mm.